Let's get into some shape. How you doing, folks? Welcome to the Out of Tune Podcast. I am Rick. I'm going to talk to you for a couple of minutes. This is going to be a short show on purpose. Making a very short show today. I do not have a beer with me today. Well, I'm going to, all right, let me go back and kind of correct that. I do have a beer, but it's left over from last week. I forgot to take the beer away, and it's here in the studio. Now, there's like a half of it. I didn't even know. But it's tempting because I can't drink anything today. I'm not allowed. I can't drink. I can't eat. Today is my colonoscopy. Oh, yeah. Someone, at least one person, will be up in my butt later today. And I wanted to do a quick little hello to everyone, to you. Before I go under the knife. I don't know what if something happens. I could have a butt attack right in the middle of everything, and they'll be like calling in the nurses, and I'll be flatlining, you know. Boop. All right, he's gone. Hurry up, bring the little thing that we got to shock him with. They're like, you're not a real doctor, are you? You don't even know what it's called. But yeah, I've got it. This is my second colonoscopy. I don't know. I think it'll be better than the first one. The first one, I was very nervous. I almost left. Not during the colonoscopy. Before, I almost left. I just freaked out. I get really freaked out. I don't like any kind of thing like that where you go. I don't like surgery. I don't like being. I have a thing about being put to sleep, anesthetized. Did I say that right? I have a thing about that. I don't know what it is. And just knowing in my head, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm going to right now. I'm about to go, and I freak out knowing that I'm going to be unconscious. I don't like it at all. So last time I lost it. I had to meditate. I had to get into a frame of mind where I was just really calm. I was just really into the now, and made it through. And then after it's over, I was like, oh, that was nothing. I'm not going to be afraid of this anymore. So I'm not really anxious at all today, even though someone's going to be up my butt. So here's the thing. I don't know if you've ever had a colonoscopy. They're not I don't know. I don't know what happens. I'm asleep. But it goes pretty quick, I guess. They go up in you, look around. They take some pictures. It's kind of a sightseeing thing, apparently, for people who really like the inside of butts. I'm not a judger. I'm not going to judge. You vacation wherever you want to vacation. Take your pictures, take your video, go home, watch them. I don't know what they do with them. They do give a few of them to me. I don't look at them. My wife likes to look at them. She's kind of strange. She works in a hospital. She likes things like that. I can't even look at my own. I can't even look in my own butt. I've tried. But, so they do that. So here's the thing. You have to prep, right? So today's Thursday, and I know I didn't do a show on Monday, and I didn't on purpose because it's a tough week going colonoscopy. Birthday coming up. We'll talk about that in a second. So starting Monday, I had to cut certain types of food out. They don't want to see any food when they're in there. I don't blame them. So I had to go on a diet, a certain type of diet, and then Tuesday I had to do a more strict diet. Yesterday, I had to eat nothing. I haven't had anything in over 24 hours. Dying here. I take that back. I have had one thing. I'm allowed to drink the worst liquid. So they make you drink this liquid. Here's the thing. Let me give you, I don't know what you like, but I remember last time, I kind of forgot about this. I wished I hadn't forgot about it. But my first colonoscopy, I had this stuff, and they said, do you want plain? Do you want lemon? And I'm like, oh, of course I want lemon. Plain or lemon? I'm taking the lemon. Should have taken the plain. Lemon's nasty. I had to drink the whole thing still. So I remember thinking next time I'm not going to take lemon. I'm going to do the regular. And this time I took the lemon. So, and I remembered it like as I'm drinking, and I'm like, oh man, I totally forgot. I got to finish this though. So that's hint number one. Think about it. Maybe I don't know. It's going to be nasty no matter what you have. It tastes like, let me see what it tastes like: baking soda water with sugar in it. That's what fake sugar, like aspartame. It's probably aspartame because it is your colonoscopy. I'll bet you that it really is aspartame. Anyway, so I have to drink that. You have to drink it all. Here, and if you just, I don't know, if you just had to drink it, maybe not so bad, but I have to drink 8 ounces every 15 minutes. That's hard to do. You think 15 minutes is long enough. It's really not. Once you drink it and then you go sit down, it's time to drink it again. So my stomach starts feeling bloated, and then after about an hour, you start going. You're a machine. You're a poop machine. It's cleaning you out, man. If you don't have anything else to do, it could be fun. I would rather not do it, but so anyway, and then today they made me drink, since my colonoscopy is kind of in the middle of the day or whatever. I drank most of it yesterday, and then today I had to drink a fourth. So no coffee this morning. I had to drink poop juice, and I didn't really like it at all. It's pretty bad, nasty, but I did get it done. It's over and done. And I can't have any liquid. I can't have any food until after the colonoscopy. Think about me now. I'll be in there at 4 o'clock today, laying down while people have cameras and other various photography equipment up my ass. And I'm going to, after it's over, I can have whatever I want. So I can have beer if I want. I don't know if I have beer, but I'm going to celebrate. Now, that's today. My first colonoscopy, I guess, was 2 years ago. I feel like today they're going to be like, yeah, you're definitely older. There's a lot of stuff in there. So we took down a couple of national monuments, some Confederate soldiers. We knocked them down. But we've got some other things we're concerned about. I really feel like they're going to be concerned. That happens when you get older, right? People have concerns when you go in for your physicals. Used to when you're young, it's like, you're looking good. It's awesome. Yeah. Maybe cut back on some red meat. Cholesterol's starting to climb. When you're older, it's just always like, we have some concerns. No matter what they're looking at, if they're looking in your ear, they've got concerns. So I have a feeling there are a few concerns in my butt. We'll find out today. Maybe not. I don't know. I could have a good butt. I usually neglect my butt. Most people do. I don't have any kind of butt regimen that I just pay attention to it on a regular basis. I think I do general regular butt maintenance that I'm supposed to do. I don't really know. What are you supposed to do? I mean, it's not like you brush your teeth every day. You don't brush your butt every day, but you kind of ignore it, right? And then one day they say, oh, you're not supposed to have ignored it. But they don't tell you that until you're like in your 60s. Speaking of being in the 60s, hey, let me tell you really quick before I get into that. We do have a listener line. And you're welcome to call it. It's 678-348-0008. And what happens is you just call. There'll be a recording there. There should be. And you just say whatever you want to say. Then I'll take that recording, put it on the podcast. Make you famous. You can say your name. You don't have to say your name. No one will even know who you are if you don't want. And then you could kind of help. You could kind of program the show. Just say what you want, whatever topic you want to talk. If you want to talk about butts, be careful on that one. This is a family show. Strange families, Manson family kind of family, but still, it's a family show. And I just, don't get too crude. But we do language things sometimes. I don't like to edit, but you can talk about what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about your butt, maybe share your butt regimen, whatever you do daily to help your butt. Maybe, I don't know. 678-348-0008. You could just call and leave a message. If you don't want to leave a message, if you're shy, If you're poop shy, that's a word right now, I think. If you're butt shy, you don't want to talk about your butt with your voice, you can text it to that exact same number. I will do all the work. I will read it. It will be my voice talking about your butt. If you get off on that, that's fine. And look, if you don't want to do it that way, just send me an email, rick@outatune.com, or message me on Facebook. I'm there. I hang out. You can join us on Facebook. We have a little group there, Out of Tune Facebook page. Still trying to get a group. We need a name. We need a good name for the group. That's it. Is that right? Yeah. So this weekend, I've talked about it before, the big birthday, my birthday, the Bettian birthday. I will be the age that I was when I was born, the year I was born. That's the Bettian birthday. Somebody yesterday, I heard they just turned 35, which means their Bettian birthday will be in the year 2035. I will be extremely old at that point. Oh, is that 10 years from now? I will be very, very old. My colonoscopies will be done long distance because no one's going to want to get next to my butt at that age. Anyway, but my birthday's this weekend. I've got a few plans. I'm going to have my favorite burger. I'm probably going to have double fries. Unless they tell me today, they might look at my butt and say, you can't have fries anymore, dude. I don't know how they tell that, but it could be. The butt signals that fries days are over. No more fries. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't know. I would commit suicide by fries if that happens. But I'm going to do that this weekend. And here's something I'm going to do that I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to smoke a cigar. Haven't smoked a cigar in years. I was addicted to cigars. Really. In a bad way. Almost killed me. Almost tore me up. Tore my lungs up. I think I still have lung issues because of that. And yet I'm going to smoke another one this week. It's just a celebration cigar. The problem is when I smoked them before, I inhaled them. You're not supposed to inhale cigars unless you're some kind of dumbass, which I am. My ass is going to take a test today to find out if it's a real dumbass. But anyway, I did. I smoked. I would just, sometimes I would chain smoke. Actually, that's the way I did smoke cigars. This is awful. You could do weird things when you're young. But this weekend, I'm going to get a real cigar, and I'm going to celebrate my Bettian birthday this weekend with a cigar. I'm thinking about doing a little video, posting video on the podcast page. Okay, you might be able to see it happen. I did last week. I got a little involved in some stuff. I forgot to do our little questions. Here's the thing. I invite people to ask random questions. So you could do that. You could send in random questions. You don't even have to put your name on them. Any random question that you have that you want me to answer, it could be about me personally, or it could be about life in general. It could be sports. I don't know anything about sports, but I'll probably make something up. But just anything you want to know, maybe about me, about life. It doesn't have to be about me. Hey, my ego's small. You could talk about anything you want. And I'll just answer it. Just ask me questions. So what I do is I try to answer 3 questions per show. I didn't answer any last week. I'll do 3. Those 3 from last week, I'm doing them today. If I seem a little off, I am. It's because I had no food. Starving here. Jeez. All right. Let me get some glasses here. I'm going to read these. And the weird thing is, I think these are about food. Everything's about food when you're fasting. Okay. Here's 3 random questions. Question number 1, how do you like your coffee? See what I'm talking about? I'm kind of a coffee nut. Now, I started drinking coffee when I was a kid. My mother would not let us touch coffee. Coffee was like beer. It was like, it was evil. It was wrong. You're not supposed to drink it, which is weird because her mom drank coffee. But my mother did not, and my mother thought it was, I don't think she thought it was evil, but she just didn't like it. She thought it was not good. So I didn't have coffee until I was in college, and then I kind of became a coffee freak. So I still drink my coffee the way I drank it when I was in college, which is pretty much like making it a milkshake. So you do coffee, and then you put cream, a lot of good cream in there, and sugar, and then it's just creamy, sweet goodness. That's what it is. Oh, man, I miss coffee. My wife, when I met my wife and I drank her coffee, I was like, oh, no, no, no. I'm not a strong coffee drinker, and this was like the strongest coffee I'd ever had. But the weird thing, almost 10 years later, I'm used to it, and now I can't have weak coffee. I got to have strong coffee. So that's how I like it, like a milkshake. If you asked because you want to make me a cup of coffee or order some coffee, that's what it is. I like it sweet. I like it creamy. I like it coffee-ish. My favorite coffee. I'm not a Starbucks fan. I've never been a Starbucks fan. I will drink Starbucks if that's all that's available. I will drink 4-day-old coffee if that's all that's available. I don't have a sophisticated taste for coffee. We had a guest this week who's going to make special kind of Cuban coffee, and I was like, okay. I mean, I drink anything, but don't expect me to like think that it's something special, because it all tastes the same. I'm okay with truck stop coffee. That's the best coffee, just a diner truck stop coffee, don't you think? I do. Anyway, so that's my coffee thing. What's your favorite game? I'm not a gamer, people. I don't play games. I rarely play games. So I always felt kind of like a freak because I grew up in the 80s. Not grew up. I was of age. I was in my 20s in the 80s, and all my brothers and everybody I knew was playing Pac-Man and all these games. It was became like a really big thing. Video games started coming out at that time. They were very archaic, I know. The graphics weren't that cool, but I couldn't do it. I'm just not coordinated, and I don't like it. I like trivia games. Those are the kind of games I'm good at. So trivia type games, but not games of skill challenge. I don't like. I just don't understand the purpose. I'm getting chased by ghosts. Ooh, I gotta get out of here. I don't get it. I don't like it. They're cartoon. It's not real. I've never, and I watched screenshots, people like with their rifles blowing people up, shooting people. No, it in no way interests me, and I'm always a little surprised that it interests people as much as it does. But it's not a judgment. Some people I know are big gamers. Cool. I mean, that's great. I can't do it that much. So trivia games would be my favorite kind of games. If I do games, I'm not a competitive person. I'm not, you don't want me on your team because I don't really care. I do like, to remember things. I like knowledge. I do like that. So trivia is kind of my thing. So, all right. I'm pretty good trivia. My wife and I kicked some butt trivia in a restaurant one time. So we're both pretty good at that. Last one, favorite music. Oh man, no, I can't answer that. Who can answer that? Favorite music. I like all music. So when you're young, music is like your life. It's just like life and music are kind of the same thing. And you're just kind of obsessed with music. And you think you'll always be like that. I feel like as you get older, that kind of dies away. And I didn't really realize it would. In fact, I probably, especially when I was younger, I would have hated that. But I think I've become more discriminatory. Am I saying the word right? With music, I like what I like, and I tend to not get into newer stuff. So because of that, I do try my best to expose myself to new music. And I like to go to, I subscribe to Apple's music service, and I like to go there and just listen to what's new and just listen to all the new stuff. I found some good bands that way. But I don't usually find new stuff that I would just listen to religiously. I mean, it did happen last year. Found a band that actually their career's kind of done. They're over. They were big in the early 2000s and then the 2010s, and now it's 2020s, and they've settled down. They're still doing stuff. I think they got a new album coming out, but they don't tour. But I love them. Venus Hum. Listen to the Van all the time. That's my favorite band right now. I kind of obsess about it, but I don't find a lot of new stuff. So I was thinking about this yesterday. I actually asked a friend, what do you listen to when you paint? So when I'm in my studio painting, I like jazz. I like old time kind of, classic jazz, 1960s, 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s jazz. some Miles Davis, and just the good classics. I like that kind of stuff when I'm painting. But I call bluegrass American jazz. It's jazz of America, but it's played on, Celtic, Americana kind of instruments. It's got a little bit of African influence in there. It's totally American, but it's very jazzy. And I used to hate bluegrass when I was growing up, but I made the connection that bluegrass and jazz are very similar. And there are some groups like Nickel Creek they're just jazz. It's jazz, but bluegrass. And so I like that. I like swing, bluegrass swing, jazz swing, whatever you call it. So I listen to a lot of that. Those are my favorite kind of thing. And electronic, I do listen to that. Everything. I listen to it all. Jason Isbell is one of my favorite artists. I don't know. How do I answer this? What's your favorite kind of music? Every kind of music in the world. I will listen to some hip hop. Sometimes I do. The last Lady Gaga album was pretty phenomenal. But I confess I don't listen to a lot of really, really, really new stuff, and I don't like young pop. When I say young pop for young people, it's not even a good word. All right, never mind. It's so I'm comfortable. I got my music. I like my music. Okay, I'm not starving for music. I'm starving for hot dogs and fries. Somebody bring me a sandwich, please. All right, thank you for listening. I'm glad I got to check in. I'm going to try to do next week's show early. I was thinking about seeing if I could do it on Saturday on my birthday, just for no reason. It'd just be kind of fun. And then maybe I could do the video of me smoking a cigar for those who want to see that me dying early. And I'm not going to, it depends on the colonoscopy. If they'll let me smoke my cigar with my butt, I will do that and put it on the video for you people who want to see it. But if they say no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. So that's just a warning to all of you really strange people out there who want to see me smoke a cigar with my butt. No, I'm going down a bad lane. I'm going to stop. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me, people. Let's do this again really, really soon.